What if I were to tell you that the Black Lives Matter movement is actually helping Trump get reelected? Sounds pretty f***ed up, right? Especially after throwing accusations that Black Lives Matter is a symbol of hate, after sending these f***ing stormtroopers to Portland, falsely tying COVID-19 to the Black Lives Matter movement. How the f*** did he win the 2016 election? I mean, he lost the popular vote. If you're unfamiliar as to how the American election actually works, you can check out this link right over here. This website explains it pretty nicely, I think. So back in 2016, Hillary Clinton supporters pretty much thought they had it in the bag. But what it really came down to was the swing state votes. So ultimately, in the end, Trump had 304 electoral votes, whereas Clinton only had 227 electoral votes. Fast forward to the present. It's really gonna come down to either Biden or Trump, because there's f***ing no way Kanye West is gonna become the next president of the United States. Though that motherfucker is a lyrical genius. So let's get back to the topic. How is the Black Lives Matter movement helping support Trump win the elections? A lot of people are worried that the Black Lives Matter movement is changing the face of American history. Here's the Washington Post poll. The number of people who are supporting removing the statues honoring Confederate generals are at 43%. Support renaming military bases named after Confederate generals, 42%. Support reparations for slavery, 31%. Support removing statues honoring U.S. presidents who owned slaves, 25%. In conclusion, it really looks like, removing statues and, changing the names of military bases, the majority are against that. Guess who is against changing names and burning down Confederate statues? You guessed it, Donald Trump. Biden, on the other hand, was a lot more liberal to this approach by saying that, these statues should belong to a museum and that changing the name of the institution is entirely up to that institution. The huge spike in gun violence and homicide rates. Now, I'm not saying that because of Black Lives Matter, the violence in America is increasing. However, let me just read you some of the statistics. Shooting incidents in Philadelphia are up by 57% from last year. Milwaukee homicides have jumped 95%. New York City has seen a 44% spike in shootings this year. Now, this is all by CNN. Whether you believe CNN or not is entirely up to you. Guess who doesn't want to defund the police? You guessed it. Donald Trump. Biden also doesn't want to defund the police, but he did state that he wants to reform the police, and they can take that in the wrong way. In order to stop crime, I understand there are different solutions to solving this problem, such as putting more money into healthcare, putting more money into education. However, reading this article, it seems like people want immediate solutions. I'm neither pro-Trump or pro-Biden. I'm simply just telling you what I've been reading on the news. Being a Japanese citizen and living in Japan, we're gonna be the loyal dogs to whoever the f becomes the next president of the United States anyways. If you're upset with anything that I've just told you, you know what you should do? F***ing vote. I have more content on my channel like this, so if you want, you should go and check it out. And if you've never seen a Japanese Febreze in your entire life, well then you should go and subscribe to my channel. See you in the next video.